Yeah, the MLA office there doesn't want me. I My self-serve has me as an address here in Castlegar, and I'm in Castlegar, and I'm waiting for parts to come in to fix my radiator, which I hope I'll have enough money for, but I probably won't. And well, I certainly won't have for the rest of the month. So I have to use food banks. I go back to the food bank today and say, I tried sending you an email in advance because usually food banks, especially with a particular diet, they like to know in advance and they prepare. But they never want to do it that way, although they've asked that way. Tell us, tell us. Except they want me to tell them when I'm there. And when I'm there, nobody's in a good mood. Nobody can, focus on doing a good job with one person if there's other things they're trying to do at the same time or other people are there. It's never well planned. It's the worst managed food bank with the worst customer service skills I've ever seen, and I've received services from a few and volunteered at a few. And, it's simple problems to solve, and they just place it on me. And I'm saying, well, I'm just trying to create a win-win scenario where everybody feels good with the experience. And I didn't pursue that by saying that means I also have to feel good and not everybody just sits here, which is, they still won't feel good because they don't know how to interact with people properly. So they're still not going to know how to laugh and be happy and the pride of being efficient, And so, okay, we'll do it your way. And their way is usually like if they have a feeling, they'll blame me for something that should have been different, even though I'm doing it their way. It's yeah, I can't. It's really hard in every type of volunteerism or work to tell the difference between with 99.93% of you suffering from HSD, the difference between recipients or patients or clients compared to those that deliver services it's really the same, right? Just one happens to be in that role at the time and the other is in the recipient role, but it's really the same, lack of people skills and community values and thinking tools. So the guy, I'm talking to the lady in charge, and the guy says, "It's because you're so difficult." It's like, dude, he's difficult and he's rude and he's disrespectful, and I'm there again, where every time I start this motorhome here, because I can only afford the radiator to save the investment of the engine as it's getting cold right now. It's the 26th of October. But when I start this, I got to open the window or more, especially if I'm going to be in here, open all the windows, get it really cold so that the fumes from the multiple exhaust leaks that are in here right now, start hurting my throat and it stinks. And so I have to have additional expenses to benefit from some things at the food bank that may or may not be what I want, but when I see their feelings are triggered because they're inefficient, they don't know how to solve these problems, then I just let it go, like they suffer from HSD, it's they're not well. So that's the best I can do. But I still had additional expenses. I've had additional expenses many times making use of that food bank. And she said, well, yeah, because I haven't emptied my email box for a while. But is she doing that when she's always on the phone? Doesn't look like it. So she knows. I'm pretty sure if I sent an email now after she knows, and I will, I'm at the library, I'll send another one. And I'll say, well, I kind of, you're putting me in a lose-lose scenario, and I'm a life skills coach that's a specialist of win-win scenarios. But anyways, we'll try it your way when I come back at 11:30. But I get additional expenses, and that email will probably bounce back because, and you wonder why there's issues here if she was a councilwoman here before. So this is a nasty post to put, but it's entirely accurate. And I have the right to have feelings about your decisions too. Except that measure our decisions for the ones that try to create win-win scenarios or have community values or that have learning to not repeat mistakes in them compared, between you and me that both have feelings. So eliminate the feeling equation. You can even eliminate who has them first because that doesn't seem to make a difference for you who gets triggered first. But evaluate for behaviors of problem solving for betterment in the future in our interactions. Because I can't be rich. So I can't not see you again and be rich. But you can learn, how to be efficient at what you do or to stop doing what you do and let somebody else give it a try. Except they, you probably like being this kind of person, treating people this way and thinking you're better than them, and live and die and never become a mature, responsible, caring human being. So please work on this. Like I'm spending more money. I'm trying to be considerate to you, and I'm inhaling toxic fumes for things that aren't needed if you learn how to communicate at human levels.